Hello, welcome to the first episode of the Florida Rum Explorer. I'm Brian, and today what I would like to do is I would like to talk to you about the three traditional styles of rum. Now, these are based on the old colonial system of the rum styles. And, 500 years ago, during the age of colonialism in the Caribbean in particular, there were three major colonial powers. You had England, France, and Spain. Each one of them had their own territories, their own colonies, and they all kind of developed their own style of rum from those colonies. Fundamentally, all rum comes from sugarcane. That's the main thing that goes into make a rum. But each of the styles does things a little differently. So the English style, which uses basically molasses, the rendered molasses from the sugarcane, and it is distilled and fermented in what's called a pot still. Usually aged in oak barrels, and then aged for a certain amount of time. French rum, or RHUM, rum, although also otherwise known as rum agricole, that is made from fresh squeezed sugarcane juice, and it is distilled in what's called a column still traditionally, and then usually it's aged very, very briefly, so it has a nice light and fresh flavor to it. I don't know much about rum agricoles. I suspect they're aged in steel tanks. And then moving on to the Spanish style of rums. So those are the Spanish style. It's RON, Ron. So the Spanish style is molasses, but it's also distilled in a column still. So and aged in barrels and then usually charcoal filtered. So the styles are, again, English style is molasses based in a pot still, aged in barrels. Rum agricole, the French style, is made out of fresh sugarcane juice, distilled in a column still, and then Spanish rum, or Ron, RON, that is made out of molasses and also distilled in a column still as well, and aged for a certain amount of time. Um, these are the traditional styles. They are the basis for all the different rum styles that came out the years later. The trouble is, it's kind of an antiquated system. There's nothing to prevent, say, a rum producer in Barbados, an old English colony, from making a molasses-based rum in a column still, which would be more like a Spanish style. And vice versa, same thing with like the Spanish ones. There's nothing to prevent them from using different things. I mean, technology changes. The column stills are newer. They were invented around the 1800s. They make a cleaner product. Rums made out of a pot still tend to be a little more robust, a little more syrupy. And also, you can only get to a certain level of alcohol by volume in a pot still, whereas in a column still, you can get higher ABV. So after that explanation of the three styles, what I've got here is I've got three representative examples of each one of them. And I'd like to do a quick tasting and let you know what I prefer out of this selection. So from England, or the English style rather, from the island of Barbados, I have an RL Seals. This is aged 10 years, molasses based in a pot still, and aged for 10 years in oak barrels. It is supposed to be good as sipping. It's a sipping rum, so you can enjoy either neat or on the rocks. And let's try a little bit of it. So if you look at it, it's a nice amber color. I get hints of molasses, of course, which really to me kind of smells more like brown sugar in this case. Maybe a little bit of leather in there. That's probably from the oak. Well, that's very good. It's got a nice leathery back taste to it. Not too alcohol forward. It's beautiful. It has nice legs in the glass. Excuse me. Definitely a sipper. I would not. Excuse me. Swallowed that a little wrong. I would not mix that with anything. I think that would ruin the rum. Okay, so Moving on now to the French style. So this is a Clement rum agricole. Actually, it's a rum blanc agricole Martinique, and which of course is from the island of Martinique. And this is from fresh sugarcane juices in a column still. I'm not sure how long this is aged. I suspect not very long, but it's probably good for light tropical cocktails. In fact, they have on the back of here the recipe for what's called a tea punch, which is supposed to be very nice. I've never had one before, but I would definitely try making one. So again, a Clement Rhum Blanc Agricole. Try this one. Just a little bit, because I'm filming this at 10 o'clock in the morning. So, well, color, it's perfectly clear. No impurities, no imperfections. Has nice legs. Oh, this smells very vegetal. Almost hints of grass. There's barely any flavor there. It's extremely light. I could see this definitely being the base of a tropical cocktail. You know it's there. Not very alcohol forward. Again, not very vegetal. I'm getting almost tastes like coconut water in a sense to me. Not bad. I think it'd be even better on the rocks though. And finally, for the Spanish style, the Ron. This is a Ron Diplomatico. This is from Venezuela. It's a Ron Diplomatico Mantuano. This is aged for about 8 years. It is made from molasses and distilled in a column still, aged for 8 years in oak barrels, white oak barrels. Actually, oak barrels that had previously been used for whiskey. Not quite as amber as the RL Seals. This one, however, a little darker, maybe a honey color, a dark honey color. Nice legs. Again, I'm getting that brown sugar smell, which must be indicative of molasses-based rums. Oh, that's very nice. That is extremely nice. Again, got some leather notes in there, some tobacco notes I'm getting off of this one. Very good. It says on the bottle that you can enjoy it as a base for a cocktail, but I don't think I would. I think I would make this a sipper over either neat, like I'm drinking right now, or on the rocks. So very good. All three of them are very good. But if I were to pick, I would probably go. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up between the Spanish style Ron or the British style rum. If I were be forced to decide, I probably would pick the English style right now. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you noticed the bottle here with the crooked neck. It's supposed to evoke the old leather flask that sailors wore, so it's kind of a cool looking bottle. But if I were to pick, I think I would go with the English style. And just to let you know, these aren't crazy priced bottles of rum. I picked these based on the cost alone and where they were from, the style they are. They're each about $25. I know there's some bottles of Ron Diplomatico that are really expensive. The rum agricoles, there were some pretty expensive ones too. But I just wanted to get like what an average one would be. Nothing really special, nothing fancy. But that's it. That was episode 1. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a little something about the different styles and what they are. Moving forward, I would like to do many more episodes if we can. And I would like to do things like maybe different themes. Maybe we'll do cocktails one day. We'll talk about tiki cocktails, tiki culture. Maybe we'll do some holiday-themed episodes. Halloween one. I love Halloween, so I think it would be fun to do a Halloween-themed episode. And we'll do some other things like that moving forward. So again, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this is something everybody would like to see more of. And so I will say, as we part, please enjoy your rum responsibly. And I will leave, since we're drinking rum, I will leave you with an old sailor's goodbye. And fair winds and following seas, my friends. If you like this kind of content and you want to see more, please click the like and subscribe button at the bottom. RLCL, this is from Barbados, so this is the British style. It is 86 proof or 43% alcohol, and it is aged for about 10 years. Dogs.